Okay, 1748, good luck. 3,000 games of rapid, that's a lot, very good. Play c4. Okay, we're going to play b4, traditional reti. Just aim to develop the bishop. So we'll go for the pawn. Knight up, I think that allows pawn up, I think. Knight out wide. Pawn up, bishop check, knight blocks. I mean, I could play a move like this to defend it, but then he can push. But that might actually be the better line. I'm trying to remember, but he's got this if I don't do anything forcing. Oh, no, here, here, here. And then it stops a knight going here, I think. Yeah, I think I go here. Okay, he's gone there. But I can still go here. I might just play g3, keep it standard. I might wait for him to do this. Keep it standard and try and castle. If he does this, then I'm going to go here. Ooh, he's done the same idea. Okay, we're just about ready to do this now, I think, then. And then we can hopefully crash through. I think it's the time to do it, is it? I think now's the time to play it. Idea is just to simply try and collect the pawn and put pressure on the diagonal. So he's gone out wide. Now I could take with the knight and allow bishop up. But I don't see what I'm gaining there, so I'm just going to take and try and castle, stick to principles, and probably drop the bishop back. It is rapid, this. I've got to play at the right pace, or we're asking for trouble. I think bishop back, it does take away the square from the knight. Then your bishop's out of the firing line, you're hitting the knight as well. Here though, it restricts the knight, doesn't it, development-wise, but I think it's a sensible move still. We can always trade for the knight if we need to. We can go here and attack the rook. Ooh, that feels a bit loose. A move like knight forward now should be good. That knight can move, obviously, but we can jump in and hit the queen, or we can just take the rook. So a knight in. If bishop up, can we just grab a knight? Probably not. I'm looking at knight in. I expect bishop up. Takes, knight across. Queen's got to move, but not quite as effective there for me. I mean, I could just prepare this, I suppose. How to do it, Knight here might be a move, actually. Bishop up, trade. It's still the same thing, isn't it? Knight in. Knight's very advanced and he's very restricted. I'm just going to go e3 for now, then maybe d4. You know, to try and deal with this bishop. Let's just go d4. So he plays knight forward. He's playing this really, really quickly. I don't know why he's going quite so fast. So I can go here, I can go here or here. Here makes sense to guard the knight. I'm still attacking this knight. So I'm going to go here, just hit the knight and keep this guarded. Still got a square from a knight to develop. I can push this pawn maybe. Ooh, bishop down again. That feels a bit wrong. I think now's the time to trade that bishop off. How does he do this? If he goes with a knight, I think I take the bishop, or do I? Actually, no, I go this way. If he takes, can I just take here? He can take my rook, right? But his bishop is very restricted now, as long as I can keep this intact. Oh, he's gone forward. Okay. So have I got rook across now, then? Knight takes. I think I just play rook across here. Obviously, if the bishop moves now, I just trade the queen. So now we can grab another pawn. And this is guarding my rook for at least one move. So how do I do it? Take bishop, or do I give up the bishop to plant the knight? We attack the queen. But then you can maybe just take. So I think we just keep it simple. Take, and I might actually risk f4. Just because of the structure. Try and keep the pawn here. And I've still got a pawn behind. What? Oh, he's just taken. I did not expect that. It is opposite coloured bishops, isn't it? So maybe I should keep my rook on the board. I don't actually see how, so I'm going to take. I don't want to simplify this too much though. So maybe I go here. This pawn is loose. Or do I just trade the bishop? I don't really want to trade the bishops. I think I'm going to go here rather than right the way back. See what he does. Maybe just run this pawn. Or maybe queen up actually first. We guard the pawn and we stop him bringing his rook across, at least for one move. I guess he can play aim for rook over, or he hits the pawn. So now we'll push. But yeah, opposite coloured bishops could be tricky here to win. Maybe this. Yeah, I've got to get the rook forward somehow. Yeah, I played this game a little bit too quick, even though I'm well down on the clock. Not using my time wisely. Okay, queen forward. So, is it feasible to play up, trade, trade? We've got a long-term advantage, but I don't see how I break through any of this. Pawn up takes could be an idea. With, say, queen back first with a view to push. But even if this pawn's gone, I'm not challenging this, am I? So I think I might need to aim for something like this, or even f4 and e5. Actually, what's wrong with that? I'm going to play f4. King can go on a light square, and I'm going to try and run the pawn forward. Depends how he gets active, but I think I've got rook up, king up. Yeah, he's gone back, so go on a light square first with a view to trying to push forward. My bishop's controlling his access points, so just push the pawn forward. If he comes here, I just push again. There's going to be a point where I can try and trade the queens off, but whether it actually works for me or not is another matter. Now, what about here now? Trade, trade. My king's coming up. Because I am a pawn up. But it might be no way through, but it feels like there should be. I'm going to gamble and go for it, I think. I'll probably take with a rook. Bishop back, I can kick the bishop. Same if I get the rook here. Rook across, I've got bishop in. And I'm well down on the clock now. Okay, queen forward. So he's got a threat there, so I assume I have to play rook up and then pawn up. Let's go here to cover the infiltration, then h3. Yeah, it feels like I should trade the queens now if I get an opportunity to. But with chess games, you're only usually one wrong move away from disaster. Oh, and he's pushed, so I have to challenge the queen now, right? I think I have to challenge the queen now, I can't leave her there. Can I even risk a move like f5? No, he's pushed here. Bishop up feels wrong, but f5, what's wrong with f5? With a view to f6 and queen across. Actually, what's wrong with that? I could do this, but it allows him back. But f5 looks very tempting. He's not doing anything over here, really. So f5, if he takes, I take. But I'm threatening to push. Then bring queen round the angles. That looks difficult to defend. I don't think he'll take. If he does, I'll go with a pawn. I mean, I could go with a queen and trade the queen. I'll try to, but idea is simply to push there and go here. And then he's getting into defensive difficulties. Whoa. Surely that must be a mistake or a blunder there. F6, how can you defend that? Can he defend that if I just play F6? I don't think he can, but I've got 3 minutes. F6. I'm just threatening check and mate. I don't see how he defends it. I'm just going to do it. I think there's just a simple mate in 2 threat. If there's defense, I just haven't seen it. I'm miles down on the clock, but I don't want to burn the clock. Okay, he's gone there with the bishop. But surely I've got something here. I've still got to keep an eye out on this file, don't I? So I'm going to go here. But now again, I'm threatening to simply come forward and simplify. If I need to, I can get the queen off the board. Queen here feels wrong. Here or here? Here allows queen down, but then I can just... No, I can't take. I can't take. He's covered it. So what about going here? Take, take. Is it possible for him to defend a checkmate threat if I play a rook down? That's the move I'm looking at. If I'm threatening mate in 2 with queen takes g5, if bishop takes, queen takes, I do not see any move he's got to stop me taking on g5. So if he moves the king out the way and I take anyhow, can he play a rook across? I think it's just going to lead to mate. So I think this is winning. But if it isn't winning, it could be straight losing, of course, giving up an exchange. But that pawn push feels like it's weakened the king's defense so much. And queen takes and in is a mate in 2 threat. So there's a mate in 2 threat on the board, but if there is a defense, then I could have just thrown the game away because I'm so far down on the clock it's untrue. So we're threatening check, and then check and mate. So there is a mate threat on the board. Oh, can he go in here? No, I'm threatening mate here and I'm threatening this. So that's mate in 1. Yeah, that's checkmate. Excellent, very good win.